Hello, welcome to episode 124 in the Datapack tutorial series, version 1.21. We're going to be making multi-level keycards. This is based on the Command Blocks Only episode, which was an idea by Tactical Turtles. The link in the description for that one if you want to do it with only command blocks. So I thought we'd do it for Datapacks, and we'll play around with some macros a little bit. So if you want a bit of stuff on macros, then this is maybe a good one for you. Okay, so what are we going to do? Well, let's have a sign function. It's a good start. Function. Give sign, and we're going to give it a level. What level of access do we need to use this sign? Let's say we need level 5. Okay, let's put that sign on there. So we've got a card check level 5. Now let me grab a piece of sandstone, and if I right click it, that's your hand. Right click it with an item. That's not a valid keycard. Okay, well, let's give ourselves a valid keycard. Function. And we'll give card. And we'll give this some information as well. Let's give it level 4. And we're going to specify a type as well. I'm just going to say far. Okay, now you could probably see that I said far, and I've now got the far music disc. Let's try this card. Insufficient level. Okay, let's change the type. Let's say cat. And let's give ourselves level 37. That's higher than 5. Okay. Keycard level 37. You'll see that level 4, restricted to level 4. Level 37, restricted areas level 37. So it's filling in the information for us. So that's why we're going to be using some macros. And let's try this card. Keycard accepted. And we get a little red instead of... we get a little green sign instead of red. Okay, so that's what we're going to be making. Obviously, you don't have to just say keycard accepted. You can then run off another function or something and do whatever you like. Let's get on and build it now. Okay, here we are in VS Code. Let's have a look at the folders and files I've added. So inside my namespace function, I've added the folders admin and giveCard. Inside admin, and keycard, sorry. Inside admin, we have giveCard and giveSign. And inside keycard, we have card accepted, card declined, check card, reset sign check, reset sign. And those are all MC functions. And we're going to use the load and the tick as well. Okay, so I'm going along for little sort of better practices. So I've split my admin commands up here. These are things that will be done by the person building the map. And then these will be used by the map when someone is playing. So I'm just keeping them separate. So I'm going a little bit tidy. Right, I think we'll probably just start with the load. And you can see here, I've done some sort of organizing. Up here, I've got some things I'm going to add, some scoreboards, and down here I've got some settings. So later on, if I wanted to come back and change anything, fiddle around, I just have to look inside the settings section. I don't have to worry about anything else. So we're keeping things tidier. This is good to do for when you expand data packs and they start getting bigger. Anyway, let's do temporary store for a level. Scoreboard, objectives, add level dummy. Okay, and we want a timer. Now for this timer, we could use the level score as well, but let's set up a separate scoreboard objective. Timer dummy. Okay, so we've got our two scoreboards. Now my settings. I want a default timer. So let's set that. We'll do scoreboard players set reset delay for the sign timer. We'll set it to 10. So it's going to take 10 ticks to reset the sign. Now, if I ever want to come and change that, I don't have to go and look through any functions or anything. I can just come straight to the load. I can come straight to my settings section, and there it is. I just change it there. Nice and easy. Obviously, with only one thing to change, it's not that useful. But imagine if I had 20, 30 things to change, having them all in one place. Very handy. Okay, so that's load done. Bye-bye load. Now let's do give card. And here, again, I've put a description of what this function is going to be doing. Giving an example usage, also very handy. And give card. So you can see here, example usage, we're going to send it a type, and we're going to send it a level. Let's first make it without any macro. So let's do give the executor a music disk, let's say music disk cat, open and close. Now I don't want them to be able to play it in a jukebox, so exclamation mark Minecraft jukebox playable. Take note of the exclamation mark at the beginning there. Basically, yeah, it's a music disc, but you can't play it in a jukebox. Okay. Now let's do some custom data. Minecraft custom data equals open and close. I'm going to say keycard true. It is a keycard. And let's give it a level as well. Level, let's for now say 0. So what we're doing is we're just using these defaults here that I've got in my example usage. Level 0. Okay. That's all right. What else do we need? Let's get some extra stuff as well. Let's get an item name. Minecraft item name. And you see I'm being good. I'm using all the namespaces as well. Apostrophe, apostrophe. Let's have some curlies in there. And let's do some text. So that'll be text. And let's give it a color. Color. And let's say it's bold true. Okay. Bold color green. And text. Let's say keycard level 0. Okay, so that's all good. Now you could see here that we are passing a type and a level. We could also pass a color, and then we could replace the color as well. Well, you know, we'll get into that later if we need to. I'm going to pass it some law too. So we've got its color. Let's do law equals open and close squares, open and close speech marks. In there, we're going to have one line of law only. And that line of law will just have some text on it. So we'll say text, and let's say allows access to restricted areas up to level. Let's do a capital L. Up to level 0. Pretty useless keycard, this one. Okay, let's come out of law, and I'm also going to do Minecraft hide additional tooltip. Let's hide all that extra information and say open and close curlies. Cool. Okay, let's do a little test of that, and then we'll come back and macrofy it. So let's do save. Let's go back and do a reload. And let's do function. Now, I don't need to pass this any data because we're not using any data in it. So I can just do give card. There is my card. Keycard level 0 allows access to restricted areas up to level 0. Cool. Nice. Now, let's macrofy this thing. So we're being passed type cat and level. Let's do type first. So you can see the cat here. If I highlight it, it's matching the cat down here. So that's what I'm going to replace, just the cat. So it's only going to allow you to do music discs. Now, if you wanted to do items, you could replace all of this. But I'm going to show you that we can just use our macro to split a string right in the middle there. So type cat is what we're passing. And we'll say, okay, don't say cat, say cat. Now, it's not happy because we need a $sign at the beginning. There we go. So this is going to say music, underline, disc, underline, and then it's going to grab what we pass. Cat, music, disc, underline. So it's going to, oops, I want to put type. Type. There we go. I'm being very silly. Type. So it's going to say type. Oh, it's going to come up here and have a look, and it's going to say, type. You're sending cat. I will put the word cat in there. Okay, now let's do the same for level and replace anywhere where we've put 0. So here we go. Custom data keycard true level 0. No. Level should now equal level. Let's copy that. Item name keycard level 0. No, let's change that 0. Okay, and law allows access to restricted areas up to level. Let's change that one and let's save. Okay, so now we're going to put the type in here and the level in those 3 places. Well, let's go back. Let's do a reload. And we'll just do the same command again. So we'll just say give card. And we've got failed to instantiate function, blah, 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 missing arguments. Now, if it says missing arguments, what it wants is it wants a type and it wants a level. Because it says, look, I'm using type and I'm using level, but you're not giving me any. Therefore, I have failed to instantiate because you have not passed any arguments. The type and the level are the arguments. So let's run it again. And this time, let's open that and we'll have a type and we'll say mellowy, if that's how you pronounce that. And we'll have a level and we'll say 1, 2, 3. Aha! Okay, we've got the different music disc. And if we have a look at it, it's now keycard level 1, 2, 3. Allows access to restricted areas up to level 1, 2, 3. Cool. Okay. That's keycard done. Let's go back. And now let's give a sign. We haven't played with signs much in the newer versions. Okay, so I've got a description and example usage again. Give the executor a sign with the required keycard level. And you can see the argument we're passing is level. And we're going to use that in the sign. So we'll do the same again. We'll do it without the macro first. We will give the executor a dark oak sign. We will have an item name. This is just for when the player's holding it in their hand, really. Or the admin. It's nice. It'd be nice for the admin to know what level. Let's be good. Use the namespace, Minecraft. We'll just do a simple name. We'll just say level 0. Okay, that's all right for the item name. Now we're going to need some block entity data. Minecraft block entity data. And that will equal, open and close some curlies. We'll have an ID. We'll say the ID is sign, Minecraft sign. Come out of the ID. We'll have front text, open and close front text in there. I'm going to go for orange, color orange. And do we want it to be glowing? Has glowing text. Let's say true. Okay, and then we want messages. Messages will be a list. Okay, and we need 4. You need to specify each one, even if they're blank. So let's do open apostrophes. Inside there, curlies. Inside there, speech marks, colon, speech marks, and that will say text. Okay, so that's 1. We can have a look and see why it's not happy. You say expected collection length to be at least 4 and at most 4. Well, that's because the sign has got 4 lines and the sign is not happy unless you say what is on every single line. I don't know why. You'd think you'd be able to, not do that. But so 1, 2, 3, 4. Now it's happy. It's going to be a blank sign, but it's going to be a happy blank sign. Okay. I'm not going to put anything on line 4. I'll do line 3 first. Here we're just going to say level, and we'll put in our 0 again. And let's go on to the top line, some text for the top line. Let's do 1, 2, 3 little stars. You don't need to put stars. I'm just putting there to, bit of decoration. Card check. 1, 2, 3. Okay. But we're going to need a click event. Otherwise, it's not going to check if the player's clicking on it. So let's come out of the text, but we'll stay within the curly brackets for the first line of the sign, and we will have a click event. A click event, colon, open and close curlies. Let's come out of those speech marks first. There we go. Open and close curlies. Inside there, it probably wants a few things. What's it saying? Missing key action. Okay, that's helpful. What we need is an action. What are we going to do? An action and a value for that action. So here, let's say, okay, the click event. The action I want you to take is to run a command. And here we'll say the value of that command. And I want to run a function, and the function I want to run is going to be card check. There it is. Oh, check card. Sorry, check card. Let me grab that. Copy this resource path. So I'm going to do bump function. Now, this isn't going to work on a server. You'd have to use triggers and things because players can't run the function command by default, I don't believe. So if this is going to run on a server, you're going to have to do this a different way. I'm just doing adventure map at the moment. If you really want this to work on a server and you're like, oh, please, can you show me a version? Then I'm sure we can make something up. Or you can join the Discord and I go through it with you. Okay. So I want to run a function. The function I want to run is the check card function. And I do want to pass it some information. So I want to pass it a level. And I'll pass it 0. Okay, so let's save that. Let's do a little test. If we go to check card, we've got a lot of stuff to do in there, but we're just going to start with say level S. Okay, because the command we're going to run, function, keycard, check card, and we're going to pass the argument level 0. So we should be able to pull out. So we should get a 0. Fingers crossed. Anything in there that's going to stop us getting 0? I don't think so. Let's just do a test. Let's go back. Let's do a reload. Let's run the function to give ourselves a sign. We haven't macrofied it yet, so we should just be able to do it like that. Let's put it on here. Card check level 0. We right click it. We get a 0. Cool. So let's just do a quick little test of this function. Let's change this argument level. Let's just change it to 17. Let's save that. Let's go back. Let's do a reload. And why is it still 0? Now, the reason why this is 0 is because we haven't updated this sign or the sign that we're holding in our hand. We've updated the command to give ourselves a sign. So that is something worth keeping in mind if you do this. You just go, why isn't it updating? Because this sign has already been placed. We need to get ourselves a new sign. Give sign. Paste that one down. There we go. Now it's updated. Right. Let's macroify this. So all we need to replace is level. Okay. So anywhere we've got level 0, we are going to want to put $ open normal brackets, level close normal brackets. So let's copy that. Well, let's cut it rather. There we go. And it's going to be a macro, so it has to start with the $. It's not happy because we're not using any arguments in it yet. Let's look through. Item name level 0. There's one. Let's replace that one. Glowing text, card check. Level 17. We'll change that one. Let's change this level 0 here first. There we go. And level, let's change that one as well. There we go. So whenever we had our 0, or our 17 because we changed it, we're now just getting the level that the admin typed in. That's been copied across to this function. It's been copied to the name. It's been copied to the sign, text line 3, and it's being sent on to check card. Cool. Okay, so let's save that. Let's go back. Let's do a reload. Now, if we try and give ourselves a sign, fail to instantiate because we're not passing the arguments. And we can see it needs level. Okay, let's pass it level. Give sign, open and close. It wants level. And let's say, well, we've got a key card. What was our key card? 123? Let's say 124. Boink. There we go. Let's get rid of those. Okay. 124, 124. Nice. So that's working properly. Right. Let's go back. You can already see having these bits of descriptions and things at the top of the function is quite handy, especially if you've got sort of like, well, what is this? What is this function looking for? Oh, I see. It's looking for a level. Okay, and you can see give card. What's this one? Oh, it needs a type and a level. Okay, so this can be very useful. Let's go on to check card. Now, check card, we've got a bit of different information at the top. We've got called from. Now, this is also handy when you start getting sort of like 30, 40, 100 different functions, and you're looking at your function and go, where's this being called from? And especially if it's being called from more than one place, it can be quite confusing. So for here in card accepted, for example, this is called from check card. So if I want to know, I just go, oh, I can look at check card then. Cool. So that's a handy thing to do as well. Right. Let's get on and make the check card. Exit the function if the sign is already being processed. Okay. Because we're going to have a little marker appear, and it's going to change the color of the sign, and then the sign's going to change color back. So if it's already in the middle of doing something, I just want to leave. So we can check if there's a marker there. So we'll just do execute if entity nearest whose type equals Minecraft marker, whose tag equals reset sign, whose distance equals, what should we say, less than 0.01. Okay. Then we'll run, return, fail. Okay, we're not going to tell them anything, do anything. We're just going to exit the function. We're coming straight out. Okay. It's worth keeping in mind that when we run a function or we run a command through the sign here, it is running as the player. So if I do @s, or it will be me. If I do @, it will be where the sign is. So that's useful. It means in card check we can do to target the sign, or here we're using distance to target the marker that's right on the sign. We can do as s to target the player. If we wanted to target at the player, we can do @s. So it's quite nice. Gives us a lot of control. Let's place a marker at the sign's location if we do make it this far. Summon a marker. So at the sign, that's where it's running. And we'll give it some tags. And what we called it? We called it reset sign. Okay. Reset sign. Okay, now exit if the player is not holding an item. Yeah, we want to be checking for keycards. So let's do execute unless. Yeah, execute. Actually, before I do that, I want to assign a score to this sign. So we've got our setting here, scoreboard players reset delay sign. That's how long it's going to take the sign to reset. We're going to assign that score to this marker, and then that score is going to count down, and when it gets to 0, the sign will reset. So let's assign that score. Scoreboard players operation. So nearest, we can do the same thing again here. Nearest Minecraft marker, tag equals reset sign, distance equals 0.1. Yeah. Pop that in there. We will set its timer, and its timer will equal reset delay sign timer. Cool. So now if we want to change the timer that it gets set to, we can just do it in load. We don't have to come digging into the functions. Right. Exit if player is not holding an item. Execute unless items entity, and remember @s is the player. There's no point doing @s at the sign. Weapon.main hand, so it has to be in the main hand, and we'll just say anything. So if there's nothing in their main hand, we will run, return, run. We will attempt to spell correctly. We'll run, return, run, and for the moment I'm just going to say nope. Okay. Exit if the player is not holding a valid keycard. Okay. Execute. What do we want to do here? So it'd be another unless items entity @s weapon.main hand any item, because it could be any of the music discs, we don't know which one it is, or you might be using any item at all, so we'll say any item, but it must have at least Minecraft. You're not going to autofill that one for me. Okay. Custom data. And now I'm going to make a mistake on purpose here. I'm going to say equals keycard true. This will fail because equals means it has to match all the data. And if we look at our card, we can see that we have, well, we can't see very clearly. Here we go. We can see that we have keycard true and level equals something, whatever we decided to put in there. So we do not want equals. We want tilde, which means it must have at least that. I don't care if it's got anything else, as long as it's got keycard true. Okay. And we will run, return, run, say, bad, or not card. Not card. Okay. Store the level of the keycard. And we could test it. Let's do a test. Save that. Let's do a test. We're going to have some markers appearing that we're not killing, so we'll have to keep that in mind, and we'll have to remove them manually. But let's see what we've got if we do this. Let's do a reload. Let's grab an item. Okay, no item. Nope, that's good. That works. And we've created a marker there. So let's do kill any entity type equals marker. Yeah, we got rid of one. Okay. And let's try it with the sandstone. Not a card. That's good. Now we just get rid of that marker. Okay. It's good to test whenever you can regularly. Store the level of the keycard. Right, if we've made it this far, it must be a keycard. So let's get the level of that keycard. Let's do execute store result as a score. Keycard will do. Keycard level. Run data get from entity at s selected item dot components. Ooh, dot components. Dot. Did I put a capital letter? I did. Minecraft custom underline data dot level. Okay. I think it's worth looking at this command bit by bit. But basically what we're doing is we're getting that, we're getting this level here that we passed as an argument. So let's have a look at that command a little bit closer. Let's copy it. Run data get entity. Okay, let's copy all the way up to there. Copy. Let's go over here. Don't need to do a reload, but it's becoming habit. Let's paste that command in. Okay, so if I just do data get item, I've got sandstone. Oh, let's try it on the actual keycard. Okay, ooh, okay, we've got quite a bit. But we can look into there and we can see, okay, components, I want to be getting this level, this 1, 2, 3. That level is inside custom data. Custom data is inside components. Okay, so we've done selected item. Let's do components. That's getting me a bit closer. Now I need to go into the custom data. Now I've got keycard and level. We're getting even closer. And now when I put level on the end, dot level, now we've made our way all the way down to the 1, 2, 3 that we wanted. Cool. So that's how that's working. Now we'll process a valid card and exit the function. So let's do this not as a macro first. Because remember, we are being passed a level. Let's look at the sign. Function, keycard check, level. We are being passed a level. So we can use that. Let's do execute if score keycard level matches, let's do default, let's say 0 or higher, run, return, run, function, card accepted. Okay, but obviously it might not be 0, so we're going to use that level that we've been passed. In fact, we could put that up here, called from user right-clicking. We could pass up here, we could also say arguments It's passed level, and we'll give it an example, level 0. And then we can look at that and see, oh, it's being passed a level. I can use a level. Okay. So let's change this to use that level. And it's not happy until we put the $sign on the front. There we go. Save that. And let's process an invalid card as well. And I'm going to send a little bit of data here. So let's do function card declined. And let's send a message. We're doing lots of macros. We're playing around with lots of macros. Message. And let's say let's attempt to spell insufficient level. Meh. Okay. Save that. Now later on, we're going to come back and make a few changes to this, although it should work as it is. All right, let's go into card accepted and say yay. And let's go into card declined. Say boo. Okay. Let's do a test. So if our level is right, yep, looks okay. Let's go back. Let's do a reload. So we've already done empty hand. Yeah. Oh, we seem to be missing a check there. What are we doing wrong this time? If we have an empty... Oh, well, I forgot that we're leaving the marker there. And at the beginning, exit if there's a marker there. Okay, let's get rid of the markers for the testing marker. Well, they're not testing markers, but we are testing. Go away marker. Okay, not card, that works. This has a high enough level. Oh, it doesn't. Boo! Okay, so that's good. That didn't work. Let's get ourselves a card with a high enough level. So all we need to do is give sign. No, I want a... It would have been quicker to type it. Let's say 120. Let's say, oh, I've got full clearance, 999. Let's change this as well, just so we've got a different color. Creator. There we go. You're high enough. Do we need to kill the marker? Let's click. Yay! Cool. So we're getting as far as checking. And proper keycard with the correct level will say yes or yay. And too low a level is going to say boo. Okay. Nice. Right. What should we do first? Should we do card accepted? Let's do card accepted first. Why not? So let's message the player. Tell raw at S, open and close. We'll probably put a color on this as well. So let's have some text. Text. Keycard. Accepted. Color. And let's give it green because, you know, it's accepted. And we'll change the color of the sign. So remember, because we're coming from the sign, which executes at the sign as the person that clicked on it, we went into check card, still at the sign as the person that clicked on it. We've now gone to card accepted. It's copied across at the sign as the person that clicked on it. Let's change the sign, data, modify, block at those coordinates. Let's do its front text and let's set its color, set value green. And let's play a sound. Play the sound. You know what I'm going to use. It's my default sound. Amethyst. Block break. Tinkle. There we go. We'll play it on the block channel. For all players. Volume of 1. Pitch of 1. Minimum volume of 0. Save. Okay, so that looks good. It's going to change its color. We know we're coming in here already because we have the say command. Keycard accepted. Change its color. Play a sound. Yep, that all seems all right. Let's do card declined before we test. Let's do card declined as well. Do you know what? I might just copy all of this. Let's just copy that. Copy. And we'll go to card declined. Because it's message to player, change the sign color, play sound. Let's just change all of it. Let's just copy it. There we go. So, but keycard not accepted. Keycard declined. Red. And we want a different sound. Block. Note block bass. And let's lower its pitch right down. So let's go from 1, let's go to 0.2. Okay, let's save that. Okay, let's do a test on that. Reload. Keycard declined. Remember the marker is still there. I didn't hear a sound though. Where's my kill marker? There it is. Kill marker. Okay, let's go back. Let's have a look. Why didn't we hear the sound? In fact, did it change colour? I didn't even notice. Do you know what? I did not even know. It definitely changed colour. Look, that one's green. Keycard declined. Didn't change colour. Keycard accepts. Wow, this is very odd. Let's go and have a look. Okay, so we're coming from check card. Well, we had say, and that worked fine. Tailraw at S. Tailraw S, not at S. That should be right. Red, and we did get that. Oh, okay. Well, we can see why it's. I didn't change the color here, did I? I don't want to numpty. I didn't change the color there. So that's why that's not working. Now, what have we done with the play sound command? Block. We haven't put the position in. Oh. Didn't put the position. There we go. How silly. Those very, very silly mistakes. Okay. Very silly mistakes. Let's go back and test again. Bing, keycard accepted. Let's make sure we remove the marker. Boop, keycard declined. Remove the marker. Cool, okay. Let's go back. Right. I think we'll do a tick function because we've got that. Let's get rid of that marker automatically now. Little thing's getting frustration. So, process sign resetting. We will execute as any entity whose type equals marker, Minecraft marker, whose tag equals reset sign. At that marker, run function reset sign check. Okay. Yep, that seems all right. Let's go to reset sign check. Decrement the sign timer. Scoreboard, players, remove at S if their scores equals timer equals, well, I suppose it would be 1 or higher. We'll take 1 off, and then that will mean it will stop at 0. We better say which score, timer, and now we check if it's got a score of 0. Execute if score at S timer matches 0, run function reset sign, save that. Reset sign, reset the color. Okay, we've done that before, so we know how to do that. Data modify block at those coordinates, front text dot color, set value orange, remove the marker, kill S. Okay, right, we don't have to play around with those markers. Let's close everything down. There we go. Let's do a test on that. Reload. Ha 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 ha. Nice. Yeah, what about empty hand? Empty hand just says nope, and Sandstone just says not card. Oh, well, that's not quite as fun. Okay, so it's working. Let's make it a bit nicer. So let's go into check card. Now, some of you may have noticed that down at the bottom here, where we're processing the invalid card, we are passing a message, but we're not actually, in card declined, doing anything with that message. So it seems a bit silly to pass it. So first thing I think we'll do then is we'll use that message. So it's being passed using the name or the keyword message. Cool. Okay. Let's pop in here and put message and say you are using data. Save. Okay. And what I might do actually is just do check. Why not? Let's do a reload. And that was a declined one. Insufficient level check. Cool, that's nice. Let's remove that check. Now what we can do, up here, where we're returning nope if they don't have the right thing in their hand, let's not return nope. Let's do run return, so we're going to exit the function, and let's just call the declined again. And we'll copy that. And we'll call declined, but we'll change the message. That's your hand. You idiot. I have 2 exclamation marks. Okay. And let's change this one. Not a card. That's not a proper key card. Stop it. Okay. Let's have a little test. Reload. That's your hand, you idiot. That's not a proper key card. Stop it. Cool. Okay, so we're reusing the card declined function again, and we're just passing it a different message. So that's pretty cool. Okay, I think we'll leave it there. Obviously, you can add anything else you want to the card declined. You know, damage to player or something, fling them off into the sea. Or card accepted. You can open a door, I don't know, give them some money, whatever it is you want to do. Anyway, I don't know why we're going there. There we are. Playing around with sort of keycards and macros. And thank you, Tactical Turtles, for the idea, although it was a long time ago. As I say, this came from episode... I can't even remember. Let's have a look. Episode 218 of the Command Block Only series. Anyway, I'm waffling, aren't I? Sorry. See you soon. Have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.